This video is sponsored by Death Trick Double Blind, a non-linear detective visual novel coming March 14th to Steam and Nintendo Switch. And hello, everyone, and welcome back to Second Wind. Marty here with Frost, and we are here with Unicorn Overlord, the new game launched today. This is the latest game from Vanillaware, published by Atlas. Vanillaware, you might know, just releasing banger after banger since the PS2 with Odin Sphere and Muramasa and Dragon's Crown. Most recently with 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim, which came out a few years ago, which was that really trippy sort of Evangelion meets Persona meets Lost meets Looper. Just a real kick-ass visual novel kind of game. But this one is Unicorn Overlord, which is their big sort of grand scale tactics RPG that has a little bit of Ogre Battle, a little bit of Final Fantasy Tactics, a little bit of Fire Emblem, a little bit of Game of Thrones. But yeah, it came out today. I put a few hours into it so far. Instead of starting from the beginning, which is very hand-holdy and like let's teach baddies first systems, I'm deciding to just jump in and start at like the 2.5 hour mark. So I'll jump from there. And before we kick things off, first off, thank you everyone. Welcome everyone for joining. Thank you all so much for being here. Welcome everyone on YouTube, everyone in Twitch, and thank you for your support on Patreon, all of that jazz. And Frost, you mentioned right before we started, I feel like we would be remiss before we start to not mention last night news broke the passing of the great Akira Toriyama, who passed away a week ago at the age of 68. Best known for the creator of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, the artist behind Dragon Quest, the Chrono Trigger characters, Dr. Slump, the artist behind the upcoming Sandland. So passed away at the age of 68. Like an absolute legend and like extremely important to me in terms of my formative years. Like Dragon Ball Z was an urtext to me, and Chrono Trigger was my first RPG I ever fell in love with. So a genuine legend to lose.
And on that somber note, Marty.
Now I thought, were you not going to share a memory? I mean, do you like Dragon Ball Z?
It's like that older brother where like they passed away when I was older, and I never had that close of a relationship, but I respected them and I knew they existed, and their influence was everywhere, you know.
Oh, in terms of I thought you meant like
in terms of like eulogy goes. I was like, I didn't know him well. I knew he did a lot, had a lot of influence. As far as like my particular experience with all that, not as well as it could have. You said massive, but you've talked about before, massive in Central and South America, though, right? People fucking love that Goku. Everybody loves it. Yeah, they
gotta love that Goku.
Like people, they shun the old Dragon Ball for Dragon Ball Z, but we still love that old one. We love little monkey Goku,
the little horn dog monkey Goku just running around.
Yeah. That's my old Master Roshi before
before he got canceled.
Yeah, in that weird way, but no. Influence felt around the world, I tell you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, his art, his character design, his sort of his eye for anime battles. Honestly, there's like few people probably as influential to video games as a whole outside of the realm of video games as him. But we are here for Unicorn Overlord. This has a lot going on, so I feel like there's a lot to explain. But essentially, the story of this game is you play as this young knight named Elaine, who was the prince of this kingdom. And as a child, there was a coup d'état that occurred, and he was sent across the ocean to avoid that, to keep him from being killed. When he became of age, he sort of like met up with a couple revolutionaries and was like, you know what, fuck it, let's get back there and let's go back to the old kingdom and let's reclaim it. Let's get that throne back. And so you get back to your old kingdom and you sort of just want to start a revolution. So you're wrangling up folks to join your army. and slowly just taking back the land. And let me tell you, it's great so far. I'm really enjoying it.
So we're going to unrevolutionize the old revolution.
Yeah, I mean, I see your
back.
revolution, and I will match you one of my own revolutions, which I appreciate.
Right. Which I took my bro in sideways and end my turn.
Exactly. There's this game has like a little bit of a lot of kind of familiar games and familiar trappings. A little bit different than say your Fire Emblem, because the world kind of exists on this world map, and these are where this is what the map looks like. These are where your battles will take place. You're moving around freely. You can go to different spots of interest. Like if you see these little yellow lights, that means it's something I've already investigated. But you are, reclaiming territory. You're fortifying your barracks. You're building towns and doing favors for them to help them grow. You hang out with your units on here, and then eventually you'll get to spots where there'll be an actual battle. And you have to go forward with that, and we'll show you a little bit of the combat, what that looks like. It's interesting. I'm going to tell you, the combat is very interesting.
And you are not a big dude on a tiny map. This is a metaphor for the map
This is
browsing.
a metaphor. Yeah, you're not like as tall as a tree. It is.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Stays like that all the time. And Lampy with the 100 bits, so many flashing things on the screen. That's how you know it's a good game.
That's how you know. Yeah, exactly.
Tries to get your attention like that. Yeah.
Oh.
So, what is the titular unicorn overlord?
I don't know yet. The U in unicorn has a unicorn on the side of it. So when you said in the chat there's no unicorns, that was a lie. The U in unicorn has a little unicorn on it as its left-hand thing. But you have this like magical ring, and it seems like when the revolution occurred and overthrew your mother, that it was this evil person who was able to mind control people. And so it feels like with your unicorn ring, you might be able to sort of destroy that magical hold on them, which is nice.
All right. We're going to take it all back, and it's a couple of notes here. We got Eric with the 50 R's. Toriyama's death was so big here that people forgot today is International Women's Day. Side note, happy International
Women's Day, everyone.
There we go. And hello, Rachel, and SVS Guru with the €2. Does it have permadeath of characters?
It does not. At least on I've been playing oscillating between normal and easy, and there's no permadeath there. I don't know if you crank it up to hard if there's gonna be permadeath. It feels like if there was permadeath, the entire story would kind of be wonked out. So I do not think there are permadeath modes.
No.
Don't quote me on that though. It is a little bit different. So you'll see when we get into the battles themselves. It is interesting in that you aren't selecting specific actions in the battles, but rather battles play out depending how, like, the preparation you've done beforehand. Reminds me a little bit of like the Gambit system from Final Fantasy 12, to where if you've prepared right, you will win these battles, but if you haven't, you'll just get fucking swamped. And that all depends on, placement of your units, sort of the rock, paper, scissors of, what magic does to archery compared to riders on horseback, compared to thieves, compared to, flying units, that kind of thing.
All right. So, what is this genre per se? Because we don't say JRPG anymore.
No, and this isn't.
Racist.
I wouldn't even say. Regardless of the fact that we don't say it before, which I'm going to be honest, I still say it quite often.
I slipped because I forget J is for Japan.
Yeah, you think J is just for Jamaid, a Jamaid RPG?
Yeah, J's RPG.
Yeah. No, this is sort of like a tactics JRPG. Again, like I think the closest things I would compare it to are the old Ogre Battle games, Tactics Ogre, Final Fantasy.
What if you've not
Tactics.
played any of those? How was that?
I mean, that's tough then. Like, I guess like XCOM would be
okay. There we go.
Starting place.
Define the word without using the word.
Yeah. So we'll see here. We'll get to our first battle here, and I'll sort of show you how these roll out.
I'm out here, like my few hours with Legend of Dragoon carrying most of my inability to comprehend. I played Sea of Stars.
That's true. It's
a good gateway.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, because we're gonna have to balance between the people who know nothing and the people who know everything.
Yeah.
I think there's no in between.
No.
No.
This game also one of the sort of the standard things that Vanillaware games have had since the beginning have been really great. Like character animation, like character design and drawings and animation, and I love that you go from those, sort of that overhead thing is like a little chibi character running around the map, and then you get into these like both the sort of cinematic scenes as well as the battles themselves, and they have this real gorgeous like big ass sprite, like really just gorgeous looking characters. Also, just the biggest fucking cast. I'm gonna be honest. This is such a large cast of characters. There's just so many characters.
Oh, okay.
Like I've just met. This feels like when you start watching the first season of Game of Thrones, and you're like, there are so many people.
Who are you all?
Oh no, how am I gonna remember all these people?
And you will, because they're gonna die one by one. Clive?
We got a nice.
How many Clives in this world?
Yeah, we got Clive here and Clive in Final Fantasy 16. So there you go.
Darren, yeah, Clive Owens, like very rare name.
Clive Drexler.
It's
Clive
making a comeback.
Year of the Clive.
Clive and his chives. Oh, yeah. Got an honest question here from TSP. $5. Is the story and progression pretty linear from what you've seen, or does it seem like there's branching paths?
Does it? Oh no, there's absolutely branching paths. I've had 2 moments already to where I've won a battle against an evil general, and I've had the choice to execute them or to set them free. And I've set them both free, and one guy ran away and was kind of like I'll remember this, and I'm like, I hope that was a good I'll remember this, and not I'm gonna kill you in your sleep. I hope it was more of like, I'll save you sometime later. And then another guy chose not to kill this wizard, and he joined my party. He was like, listen, the only reason I was fucking with these evil people was because they were the strongest people around, and now it seems like you're the strongest person around, so I'm gonna fuck with you now.
All right.
So that felt good.
How many saves do you have, Marty? Because how do you know it's branching?
I have several.
All right.
I'm only like 3 hours into the game, and I already have several saves. So when you start a battle, you have these command posts, and then you see up in the upper left, you have Valor points, and you gain more Valor points every time you win a skirmish or take over a place. But Valor points are what you need to do kind of special attacks or to send out units in the battle. And the way you make units is interesting because you just have these blank 2x3 areas, and you can fill them however you want. And so you kind of create your own little platoons, and you can choose. You could be like, I want 3 horse riders, or I want 3 buff dudes, or I want 3 quick people, or I want to switch it up, and I want to have a heavy unit at the front with a weaker unit behind him, or I want to have a lancer in the back and have a mage.
Little Clash of Clans.
Yeah, and so you make your little units, and you can choose however you want to make them. You need to upgrade the amounts. At this point, I can only have a max of 3 characters per unit, but as you earn more points, you can spend them to either unlock more. As you can see here, you can have up to 10 units, or you can unlock and maybe have a unit have 4 characters, or 5 characters, or all 6 characters. So that's where some of the strategy comes out.
Crazy stuff. Lampy's got a burning question about your wizard mercenary.
Lampy, I would love to hear that.
So if you die to a rat, will the wizard leave and join the rats?
The rat is the strongest person around. I mean, technically he should, if I'm being perfectly honest. There have not been rats. So far, I've not battled any creatures. It's only been humanoids. So also like there's these like angel characters and stuff, but so far there have been no monsters, no beasties.
Dang. None of that.
No, get these
Jacob
beasties.
Kitty, I want to tell people just how much I hated Final Fantasy 16. Let it out, bro.
Let it, Jacob. Just
get it out.
Get it out. That being said, if you're still mad at it after 6 months, you might need to stop carrying that weight. I tell you, every time Nick gets mad on a stream and starts getting mad at our old employer, I'm like, Nick, you got to stop carrying that weight.
Honestly, bro.
That weight's gonna drag you down.
It gets you. It turns into a big festering poo.
Yeah.
You gotta get it out of you.
You have big festering poo, just a big tube?
Festering. Yeah, just a big tube. Get out. That can do damage, real damage.
Yeah.
There we go, a little combat action.
So yeah, this is what I mean. I am not choosing what they do. However, like in menus beforehand, I have chosen, these are sort of your priorities.
Right.
There's a synergy between the characters depending on where they are on the map. And so when you go into a battle, you're kind of like, well, I hope I prepared. Otherwise, this is gonna completely bork me. They do give you sort of the percentage, much like Fire Emblems, they give you a percentage of like what is probably going to happen. Like in this battle right now, I'm actually at a disadvantage, but I'm still going to do it anyways because I'm here and I might as well.
Might as well. He says, yeah. You like program them beforehand. Okay.
A little bit, yeah. So there is some. There is. This is one of those games where you're going to have to get ready to be in some menus. I've been doing sort of, instead of doing it like after every battle, I've been like, all right, once an hour, I'll spend time in my menus, and I'm gonna be honest, the items and the equipment are a little bit cumbersome right now. It is baffling to me that this game is not on PC, given the tactics nature of it. Apparently, Atlas wanted it on PC, and Vanillaware was like, we do not do PC games, we only do console games. And I was like, part of me is like, hell yeah, controllers for life, but also that is very dumb. You should put this game on PC. Like, what are you doing?
Or like something with a touchpad, maybe. I'd
get
like
this
that.
on iOS, absolutely. Oos?
Little tablet for you. Oh yeah. Some Galactic Conquest. Ooh, baby. What is Marty? Would you say this is similar to? God dang! All right, hold on. Marty, would you say this is similar to Fire Emblem? And then I got a Valkyrie profile, and then what is this closest to?
Little. In terms of like the character relationships and dynamics and sort of rock paper scissors aspect of things, I would say that's definitely scratching that Fire Emblem itch. You even see this character grading, as you can see when I level up. Like anyone who's played Fire Emblem is like, oh, okay, all these letters completely make sense to me in terms of what characters specialize in and how they level up. And as characters fight alongside each other in the same unit, their relationship grows, and then they'll have these little like scenes together. And I don't know if it leads to like kissing and everything yet, but you see like all characters have, every one of your main characters has a bond with every other main character, and they all have scenes together. So you're probably going to see stuff that other people aren't, and vice versa.
Dear God, that's crazy. Let's see here. Is it like Three Kingdoms? Is it like Suikoden? Is it a roguelike?
Oh my God, it is definitely not a roguelike. It is. Its closest similarity to Suikoden is that it has a large cast. I would not say, and I guess in terms of like having 6 people on the battlefield at once can make it seem like Suikoden, but I would not say it's like Suikoden. Yeah. Thematically, it shares some. Not like a roguelike. And then what was the? It is not a roguelike. It's just a game.
Three Kingdoms.
Oh, I don't know. I know Romance of Three Kingdoms as like a thing. I don't know anything about it.
Right. No, don't worry, Mike. Marty said ogre battles many times. You know?
Oh yeah, absolutely, like ogre battles.
Definitely.
Ogre Battle 64, Tactics Ogre. Let us cling together. Ooh.
There you go.
That game's like subtitle was "Let Us Cling Together," which is a weird. Isn't that? It's kind of like a weird.
Cling together.
Let us cling together.
That's the motto I'd expect on cling wrap, for your sandwiches.
let us cling together.
Yes. How similar is it to Suika, to Solitaire, and Guitar Hero?
Extremely similar to Suika game and Guitar Hero. And I don't want to spoil your Balatro review coming up next week. But
no.
Yeah, I would say this is probably the strongest Solitaire-like out there.
God dang. My grand's going to be happy about that. I don't know. It's hard to tear away from it. Like, I heard there was Spider Solitaire. She wasn't having it.
I couldn't believe... I don't want to spoil your cold take. I couldn't believe how much Balatro you've already played. You've completely been Balatro pilled.
I was like, there's got to be a cold take, not review here, about what was it? I was thinking like Skull and Bones. I dragged myself to 40, right?
Sure.
To try and see as much as possible. But Balatro, I look up and I'm at 100, right?
Yeah. Like, how did this happen?
Yeah, and there's other games where I'm like, I was happy 10 hours in, not happy 40 hours in. So really, you shouldn't force your reviewers to like force themselves to cram it down their gullet.
You said you got a Steam Deck though, correct?
Yeah, I did.
So do you think that had something to do with?
Marty, I was like 70 hours in before the Steam Deck got here.
These fuckers stole my money. These fucking bandits stole my money. I've been using that
like
for
Slay the
things.
Spire.
I've been using it for. Wait, don't tell me that they just fucking stole the money and are leaving.
Go on.
Provoke will draw targets towards the user. The skill effect will expire if the user is defeated. Does this character have Provoke? So yeah, the other thing, like I said, the valor points are used to sort of put your units on the battlefield, but also each character has kind of like an ability. And apparently one of them has provoke, but I guess I can provoke them to come this way. I like that. I like a game where you can goad people into coming towards you. I'm a big fan of goading.
Oh, those are my favorite. Yeah, that's also the old roguelike style. It's turn-based, but you could just like stay in place. You know, I like those.
I feel like I would let the world
always gotta do something. Like doing nothing is great sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, now we're fighting on the castle. Beauty.
Yeah, and there's different, depending on where you're fighting on the map, certain characters might have advantages in forested areas versus mountain areas. And if the forest is on fire, people might be taking damage, or it'll obscure your fog of war.
I like it.
There's also these little battles you can both fast forward or completely skip. Like, you just go to the results of them, since like a lot of them just kind of play out like little skirmishes. So like here, if I hold R, you'll see in this battle, it'll just zip through.
Oh, see,
So,
like
everyone's
this,
moving fast forward.
this might sound like I want to play less of the game, but if it's almost an auto win, play it out without me.
Well, that's the thing is you see the stats beforehand, and you're like, like I'm absolutely going to crush in this battle. You can just hit start, and the battle's just done, and it'll say what happened. But then it'll be like, oh fuck! Maybe if you lose the battle, you'll be like, what happened? How did that happen?
Oh, wait a minute.
That's on you.
Wrong here. Min-maxers are going to explode with this game, like the channel or the people.
Hopefully, min-max the channel, because shout out to Ben Hansen and the crew. But no, I think min-maxers, because the whole thing is you have, I think there's like something like 60 bespoke characters you can recruit.
Dear God.
And then you could just hire mercenaries that are like a create your own mage, create your own archer kind of thing, and like they're not going to have like their own stories and everything, but those 60 characters are all going to have their own stories, and depending on the composition of your unit of 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, you can have some real beefy little builds going on.
Oh my God. Yeah, Min-Max is going to have a good time. Lampy with the fitty bitties. So it's a Pokemon Snap-like?
Yeah, it's a snap-like, I would say.
Little snap element?
Yeah, we're doing a lot of snapping here. A lot of taking pictures.
Snap, yeah.
This fucking bandit tried to run away from me.
But we're going to get him this time.
Oh, these are my
Keep our
beefsters,
money.
too. They're not going to get me.
Oh.
I got my beefsters guarding. I got this guy just axing from the back. Oh, these guys are quick.
Oh, high evasion?
Yeah,
oh,
they're quick. I got this beefcake right there. Oh, these fuckers can't get anyone. There we go. I killed them.
Yeah. How long do you think the campaign's going to be?
I think in some of the reviews, they were touting a 50, 60 hours.
50, 60.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Got my war funds back.
The intimidation factor.
Yeah, it's especially coming off, just coming off like what's felt like a marathon of beefy games. Your Yakuzas, your Personas, your Final Fantasies, Dragon's Dogmas in 2 weeks, Rise of the Ronins in 2 weeks. Princess Peach Showtime is in 2 weeks.
Oh God, it's all coming together. Finish it just in time for Pepper Grinder.
Yeah, exactly, Pepper Grinder. It's funny because then it seems like April's relatively chill, and May's relatively chill. Like it's just like February, like January through March, we're totally kicking off. And then it feels like we have a nice 2 weeks of 2 months of relaxing.
I feel like that in those 2 months, that's when the indies pop off.
Yeah, that is true. I know Europa's coming out in April, which I'm really excited for. Have you seen Europa at all? It's the one that looks very Ghibli-esque.
Sounds familiar.
I believe a
it's
former
the one where I'm
Blizzard
like,
designer.
it's Jupiter's moon.
Europa is the name of Jupiter's Moon. This game is very much like a
Ghibli-looking
open. Yeah, the demo is just like great movement. It's just one of those games where you just futz around the world and collect things, and it's very pretty.
It's got great movement.
Yeah.
I remember the demo for that one.
Yeah.
It was very, very chilled out. Breath of the Wild.
Collecting little orbs. Give me a game where I'm just collecting orbs.
You collected orbs yesterday.
I'm collecting some orbs today too, dude. I love it. I love an orb them up.
Just orbs everywhere.
Yeah, oops all orbs.
Oh, my favorite. Let's see where we got this. 100 biddies for Lampy, 50 hours. How will you fit in 50 hours with your new obligation to replay all of Akira Toriyama's games, Marty? Oh damn.
I mean, I'll gladly replay Chrono Trigger. You know, don't tempt me with a good time. That being
Again.
said, yeah, I don't like. I haven't like. I've enjoyed the Dragon Ball games. I've never like become obsessed with any of the Dragon Ball games. But maybe that's something I'll need to remedy. I am looking forward to Sandland. That's one of those games coming out in April, I believe. A whole land of sand.
A whole land of them. What's
Yeah,
this?
It's funny because I've been without giving you too much of a peek behind the curtain. I've got a series that's in the works, and I've been writing some stuff up about Mega Man Legends, which was very much playing feels like a playable Toriyama story. So you could tell that Capcom, especially in that era, was inspired by the juice that Toriyama was squeezing then. So like I said, his even if he didn't work on a game, his influence is seen throughout all sorts of games. And your character got spiky hair, that's a Toriyama right there. Doesn't matter who it is.
Right.
I guarantee if I go to my main menu of my
eyes.
Switch, Berserk Boy, Toriyama. There you go. That's a Toriyama like. This Chico's hair, maybe Toriyama like.
It's just what raccoons look like.
Created raccoons. I don't know if you knew that.
Complete, yeah. First one. Simple Simon, 75 bits for Eric, burning himself with glue, but at what cost? 101 biddies, waka waka.
Eric, you burned yourself with glue.
Don't do that. And we got II with the Chizak, hundreds of them. Oh my goodness. Don't be shy, Marty. Show us your waifu. You got a waifu yet, Marty?
Literally, no, because first off, there's been no romance whatsoever. And second off, Chloe is the only woman I have in my party so far. And this hasn't been like anything by my doing. I've just met one woman. I had a woman earlier and she got stolen. But right now, I have this cool Valkyrie lady who's got wings, so maybe she'll join. And I'm going to go with a girl with wings, because wings are neat.
There you go. There's only one woman in this entire kingdom. She is the unicorn.
Exactly. She is the unicorn overlord.
Oh, yeah. And Hiroshi with the 16 biddies, my last bits for the scam tram. Thank you. Big old little hype train going on the left side. On the Twitch side
we choo-choo chugging?
Choo-choo.
Oh, no. I think I might be kaputting soon. Oh, no, we got this. Kill this fool.
We can do a poison slash. Fixes all. There you go. He's back.
Back. They also, you have these numbers next to your characters. That's sort of like their action points. And if they run out, they just sort of they need to like wait on the battlefield until they have more to act again, and they are like crazy vulnerable to attacks. So it is good to always be mindful of your action points.
I'll trade them out. Make sure you get a little juice box and rehydrate. Get back
exactly. Ma brought some orange slices for the team.
Oh, a little vitamin C for you. And what is Incarnadine gifting to Hellion? Keeping up that hype train. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Here we come. Oh my goodness. How? Okay, so these tend to have a lot of story with the combat. What's the balance like? 50-50, 60-40 story to battle?
It's been the reason I didn't start right from the beginning is because it was extremely heavily story. However, now that I'm like 2.5 hours into the game, it's been a healthy mix of a little exploration, a little story, and then these battles. And there's side quest battles, there's main story battles. You can there was like this whole enclave of magicians that it was like, you don't have to go up there, but if you want, you might be able to fuck them up and maybe we can learn some magic. And so like that was a completely optional string of battles I did. So I think it's definitely one of those games. You can also, if you're not here for the story, if you're here for the vibes and everything, you can just skip them. You might not understand what's going on, but that's not on you. You don't need to know what's going on.
I was like, what if it's important? What if it's crucial?
You know what? Importance is in the eye of the beholder.
What if I meet the unicorn born and like I pass over him because I didn't read?
I just
like, who's that nerd? He kept asking me to go on some side quest.
A weird horn on his forehead.
Yeah, what's going on there? Enjoying the story so far though, or is it more about the gameplay?
No, I am enjoying the story. It is. It's a little. Honestly, I know Game of Thrones is like the easiest thing to fall back on, but it feels very much like cast of dozens, different families, different houses. You're getting a little bit of like the political machinations behind people, how these different groups interact with each other, how there's like almost different factions of revolutionaries. Just with these winged folks, I'm learning like, oh, there's different like races. Like how do people think of the winged folks? Is there any prejudice towards them?
Victory grows ever closer.
Oh man, it's all coming through now.
It's all coming up, Milhouse.
How much of this land do you have to conquer? You've been fighting for a bit.
So I'm just about at the end of this kind of this battle. So it was ultimately the goal was to conquer this. There's a fortress just above this, and so once I fight that, I'll be able to do it. And then each battle has a. It obviously has like a win and loss scenario. It's like if they conquer your fortress, you lose. If you conquer theirs, you win. But then there's also this time limit at the top. So if you don't complete things within that time limit, you're absolutely hosed. But I'll be able to complete that just fine because I think I'll be able to kill these guys in a battle or two. Unless more.
Are there any moral choices, moral dilemmas?
No, the most moral thing I've come across so far is do you let someone live or do you let someone die?
Okay.
You know. And this feels like this might be because again, I've gotten to the end of this and there's kind of like a main villain here, and I'm curious if after this battle, if I'll have another choice of whether to let people live or die. And I genuinely hope one of the characters I let live comes back and fucks me over later, because then that will make the decisions like less black and white. It'll be like, oh shit, well,
so
I shouldn't have let this person live because it just caused me a pain down the road, as opposed to if you let them live, they join your party, and if you kill them, I don't know, you get some extra gear or something.
Are they allowed to? That's the Nemesis system you're talking about, right there.
I don't know. I got the one character joined my party, and the other character ran away and was like, "I'll see you again." And I was like, "What kind of a see me is that? Like a good see me again or a bad see me?"
Yeah.
Again?
He's gonna get his big brother to come beat me up. What's happening there? Wait, looks like a game of Osu.
What's Osu?
Sure. You've never seen Osu. It's what is it? It's just a rhythm game. It is a fancy rhythm game. Like click on the beat, swipe on the beat, circle on the beat, whatever it asks of you. Put in your social security on the beat.
Yeah, I'll absolutely give it Mother's Maiden Name.
Yeah, Osu's crazy. You gotta play that on a tablet though.
Is that like Elite Beat Agents?
Probably.
I feel like we've had this conversation before. You've brought up Osu. I've been like, I don't know what that is. You've described it, and I've been like, oh, that's like Elite Beat Agents.
Yeah, sure. Let me see here.
Or Oendon.
Nah, it's like that. It's like that old arcade game where you're stomping spiders. They don't do those no more. Oh, so look at that. No, that's pretty spot on.
There you go.
Yeah, it is Elite Beat Agents.
Elite Beat Agents is Osu, except it has like David Bowie and Madonna songs.
Yeah, no cops.
Yeah, and no cops. They're agents. They're different.
Yeah, okay. Has any other character seems like they would kill you if they lived? So like the one guy?
That one guy was real. Again, like real. I didn't like his "I'll see you again" because it was like it wasn't like a friendly. All right, see you later. It was like, ooh, that was kind of menacing. So we'll see. He has not come back yet, but if he tries to cut my throat in my sleep,
you'll know.
Yeah, well, I would like it if it was sort of like, FromSoft does the good, like, maybe I should have killed this person. So this guy's asking for mercy. What would the father do?
You presume to invoke our Creator's name after pillaging a place of his worship?
Why would you... I feel like if I had wings, wouldn't you just, like, if you're near the ground, you would just go down to the ground?
Yeah.
Like, it feels tiring, right?
Well, do you lay eggs if you have wings?
It's a great question. Chat, do Valkyries, like this woman, lay eggs?
Is that how Valkyries are born?
Is that how Valkyries are born?
And like, if you're low on calcium, do you eat your own eggs?
Oh, no.
Like actual chickens? Marty, important question. Does a level up full heal? Oh, yeah. That's a big one.
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know. I haven't noticed in battle yet. That's something I should check, because I always love that in RPGs. So it's funny. One of the guys I let live earlier said the only reason he turned bad was because he needed money for a sick sister, and then this guy just said the same thing, and my character was like, wait a minute, we've heard that before.
It's a lot of sick sisters around.
There are a lot of sick sisters. See, this lady, Achilles, just wants to fucking kill this dude, but I want to set everyone free. I feel like in order to win back the hearts and minds, you can't be cutting everyone. Look at this dude. He's got a bow and arrow. He's got some cool face tats and or scars.
Yeah, he's got a sick sister.
He's got a sick sister.
You got multiple saves. You can afford it.
I have to set everyone free. Again, I'm playing light side.
Light side. Always. His ultimate power fantasy is to be benevolent as can be.
But I'm also curious if I'm going to piss off this, because this lady's like, I am ready to fucking murder this man in the name of justice because he killed my sisters. And I was like, but his sister's sick. We're going to keep him alive.
Spoken like true royalty. I can't thank you enough, your princeship.
See, that didn't sound honest. That didn't sound honest.
No, man.
That sounded a little shifty.
Such a villain loose upon the world.
Yeah, maybe I did it bad.
What wicked influences corrupted you, Elaine?
Oh no!
Oh.
This might be the first consequences of my actions. Does she not like me now? Is she not going to join me? She has wings.
She's going to have less MP now because of you.
No. I'm not worried about saving my progress.
Save your progress.
But don't worry.
Undo.
New save file. New save
Dear
file.
God.
I'm a little worried because I scroll down and eventually it goes back up, and I'm like, you son of a bitch. Is there only 10 save files? Is this like a Sega mandate? You're only allowed 10 save files?
Probably. At that point, it's like the game is 20 gigs, but my saves are 100. Yeah. That's what we got here from Scattershot. Great job holding down the fort while everyone's on the road. I'd love to see more virtual tourism streams. You could call the series A Sense of Place.
Oh, we absolutely want to do those. Just a little
vibe check.
Occasional vibe checks. Go into a game, just wander.
And Lampy with the 100 biddies was saying kill him.
I can't, Lampy.
Nice.
I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me to murder. I was about to say the innocent, but they are not innocent.
You needn't worry, Lady Oakley. The shards you confided here remain untouched.
Oh.
The
Shards?
shards be damned. I placed you firmly in danger's path without but a thought for your well-being. I am deeply sorry.
Please, you needn't apologize.
Is that the sick sister?
Contrary.
No, this is, I think you rescued Sharon? Fucking Sharon. You've rescued Sharon from the clutches of the evil man.
To rid this world
Oh,
of
okay.
the conflict which plagues it.
Shout out to the old way of carrying books, of just wrapping a bunch of leather around it and carrying it.
Yeah, we should do that still.
Yeah.
Through my own actions.
Not sure when that went away. Like I'd go to Barnes and Nobles more if they gave me book
They gave you
straps.
leather straps.
Yeah. Instead, they have like battle passes and subscription models now. Have you seen that some like brick and mortar places are trying out battle
Get
passes,
the
kind
fuck
of season
outta
passes?
here.
Like, oh man,
Games
it's
were a
spreading.
mistake.
They really were. Is Balatro available on mobile? No,
Should
isn't that a
be.
missed opportunity?
Should
But you
be.
can Steam Link to your phone.
Yeah, that's
Do
true.
that.
I will accept you. Thank you.
There you go.
I will take
And,
any and all.
Ever in high demand. We would
Fungus Finder with the $2. Easy come, easy go. Oopsies are part of the fun.
Agreed. Yeah, I'm a big. The reason I do multiple save files is not because of like, oh, I made a small mistake, I need to go back. There is just always this fear of the Persona thing of, oh no, like I locked myself out of the last third of the game because of a decision I wasn't really paying attention. And so that's why I create multiple saves. Because of my head injury.
Okay. See, I feel like older RPGs, if you were to just do a run, they were shorter, but you could do so many different runs because they had so many different systems and so many different characters and so many different ranking paths. But now I feel like they are as wide as they've ever been.
Yeah.
And they're like the verticality on these, like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys are true sickos with your multi playthroughs, multi saves, like oh.
Yeah, I don't. Most of these games, especially at launch, like I'll only give it the one. I'm not doing multiple playthroughs at launch. Granted, if I really love a game, a few years later, I'll be like, I'm going back in.
all that worrying's gonna kill
Another
you
dip.
these days.
Are you saying Chrono Trigger is short? I wouldn't know. Is it?
Relatively short. Yeah, I think it's like 15 hours.
Oh, that's nice. See, Try that.
I mean, granted, it's like 15 hours. I think my last playthrough was 15 hours, and I like
And all I've been able to
know
put
that
forth
game
are
by
vague
heart.
prayers for her safety.
Never mind.
Yeah.
You've done plenty. Look, I know how bad you want her back, but we're gonna need more people if we want a real shot at it. Perhaps, yet the danger to Scarlet grows with each grain passing through the hourglass. Yeah, like that's the healthy way to think about it.
Oh.
Corinne wasn't built in a day, you know. Besides, Renault's the last thing we've got to worry about right now. But we're getting there. You're
Kiss,
getting there.
kiss, kiss. I keep wanting. Every time two characters have a conversation, I'm like, what if they kiss at the end of it?
Just trip and kiss.
Yeah. Oh no, what happened?
There's only one way we're saving Scarlet, and that's together. But we will save her. I bet my life on it.
Just a bunch of sex sisters. Tsunami douche for $20. Thank you for playing a Vanillaware game on stream. They are always
Hell.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Very
Completely
pretty.
agree. This is a good one to play too on stream because 13 Sentinels, as much as I adore it, is a little bit tough to play on stream just because it is so wordy. There's so many words. The game is just 90% words, but the words are so good. Man, 13 Sentinels. People want a mindfuck of a time travel story. 13 Sentinels is like genuinely one of my favorite time travel stories ever.
More than Steins Gate. More than
Oh
Luther.
my god, it's up there with Steins Gate. I
yeah.
played 13 Sentinels and then just happened to watch Steins Gate for the first time shortly after, and I was like, this is it. This is my life. I'm just a time travel man now.
I think I've peaked.
I've peaked.
Time travel's never been so good. There,
Let me get across this river. I want to touch that.
I was Steins Gate, 13 Sentinels, and 12 minutes all in the same
12
day.
minutes. I thought you were going to say 12 monkeys, and I was like, yes, 12 monkeys, but no.
That was a thing too.
12
Yeah.
monkeys was great. Little not George Lucas, Jesus, Bruce Willis. Why did I say George Lucas?
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. Ethan Hawke, that one where he was like all 5 of the characters he was dealing with.
Ethan Hawke?
Yeah.
You thinking of Hawk Talk? Gattaca?
No.
You thinking of Gattaca? Hawk Talk is the name of our upcoming podcast.
Predestination.
Predestination.
Yeah.
I don't even know that movie. Sounds made up.
Yeah, he's like a cop trying to stop a terrorist, and he ends up being the terrorist and the cop and his mom, and like it's
If I had a
going
nickel
on.
for every time I tried to stop a terrorist and turned out I was the terrorist.
It was yeah,
quite a
the one
few.
of terrorism. It was me. Are you thinking of the Clums and confusing Eddie Murphy with Ethan Hawke?
That happens.
No,
it happens.
Not again.
Not again.
Predestination's a great movie. Don't spoil it. I don't think you can spoil time travel movies.
Nah.
You're just witnessing the machinations of it all. It's like
Exactly.
trying to spoil a roller coaster.
I have come across some divine shards. Do you want me to give you some divine shards? A lot of side quests, a lot of like gathering shit about the environment, and you can use to upgrade your towns. To this, you know what? I'm gonna become friends with her. She's mad at me because I didn't kill that dude, but she's gonna be happy with me because I'm bringing her divine shards, which I'm not sure
There
what
you
that
go.
is. Like methamphetamines.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah.
So G Fuel, really.
Return to me once you've gathered
Predestination doesn't feel like a time travel movie until like a third of the way through. Fair, I suppose.
something. I like that. Oh,
In a
this is
way.
less things and more of.
I mean, you could say the same for like Tenet.
That's true. Can I exchange? Can I get some of these spears? Ooh, yeah. You can absolutely get some of these spears. Let's give this to
All right,
Chloe.
now we're gearing up. What's going on?
Now we're gearing
Can
up,
you
yeah.
level up your characters?
You level up in battle proper. You're not like choosing how they level up. They just level up. But with this thing, it turned out her thing was if you bring her enough shards, she'll make shit for you, and some of that includes some pretty good some pretty good items.
Are you bringing her like Titanite shard? Do you?
Yeah, a little
Does it level up over time?
Yeah,
what she wants?
absolutely, a little bit like that. Yeah, love a nice little Titanite.
Is Primer a time travel movie? That is
Yes.
up there.
That is
Primer.
the
What,
time travel movie, I would say.
what is a movie?
What is a movie?
What is a movie? What is-
What's a bar spell? Flame arrow. Let's get you a flame.
Frost, have you seen Looper? Yeah, I've seen Looper. That's what's his name? It's
Ryan
the Glass
Johnson?
Onion fella, isn't it? Yeah,
Johnson,
yeah. It's crazy. I don't like his. I think I only like his Looper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
Not,
I keep watching through his other stuff, and I go, "What? Why?"
Man,
I don't.
you should. Have you ever seen The Brothers Bloom? I feel like that would be a you movie.
You thinking?
It's
Okay.
about
Give that a go.
it's about con artists. It's
I
got
ju-
a little
I
Adrian
just
Brody,
don't like
a little
his-
Incredible Hulk.
Oh, there you go. I just don't like the way he does his fake outs of sort of like the answer. If I had just zoomed the camera out a little further, you'd have known.
Yeah, his movies do feel a little bit like a magic trick, like a sleight of hand trick, but it's like a sleight of hand trick that works on me.
Yeah, like Knives Out, Glass Onion. I watched Poker Face.
Yeah,
those
three are
feels
especially like that, I would say.
Yeah. In the sense of just like, oh, they knew because you see this whole time they were in that bathroom stall.
Yeah.
In that one scene. Like, What about time travel stories with fake time travel? Like what? Hold on.
What's a time travel story with fake time travel?
Fake time travel.
You mean like multiverse? Like this
I
is
don't
time
know.
travel. This is a multiverse.
Just watch The Prestige over and over? That's
The
not
Prestige
time
is
travel.
Great. Fake time travel.
Let's go. 80s Jacket with $5. Time travel is a logic puzzle disguised as a story, and I say that as someone who loves time travel stories. Same, yeah. You're just trying to make it all fit proper in your brain.
Yeah. Okay, we put in here. Which one? Who's this? Oh, Prosper.
Interstellar? Oh, I see.
There's
That's not necessarily time travel, but I see what you mean. It's still like quantum,
yeah.
like quantum mechanics. I get you. Mr. Tickerton with the $2. I still can't get my head around Primer. Hold on. There's a nice little chart for you. A little visual. Let's see here. Somebody drew out a nice detailed explanation, and it is ugly.
It's always appreciated.
awful. Yeah. If a show or a movie has time travel, it better be about time travel. I don't know, like Harry Potter and Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah, that's enjoyable time travel, and like that's just kind of
like
using that one story.
Yeah, the back end. Because the thing is, if you whip out time travel near the back end, it still goes to the sort of we were time traveling the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
You just didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Found it. Yeah, nice chart for it. It shows all the time for Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Jurassic Park, 12 Angry Men, and then Primer.
Oh, like you see everything visually, like how.
Yeah, a nice chart of like just how time passes, who's where, when.
Gotcha. There's a great, I think it was called Coherence. Yeah, there's a great movie, this indie movie from about 10 years ago called Coherence. It's one of those movies where it's like the less the better. But if you like timey-wimey, head trip, like what the fuck is going on, that all comes together in the end. Definitely check it out. It's pretty short too. Nice little indie movie.
Okay. I heard
Big old reco.
What do you call it? I heard Dark. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and Dark, it falls apart a little bit near the end, I think. But that is like, I feel like that's like Primer on steroids in terms of trying to understand everything that's going on in that.
Here we go. What's that one? I think it's a TV show that just come out where it's like they keep finding the same dead body in different eras or something.
Oh, yeah, Darren wrote about that. It's a British show. I can't remember what it's called. Body. It might have the word body in it. Body of Origin.
But Body of Origin. Maybe I don't know.
Hottie with a body.
There you go. Yeah, no, I always binge those on Netflix. Whenever I'm in the time travel mood, like there was one where it's I think it's the dude from Altered Carbon.
Oh yeah.
And while he's traveling forward, someone else is traveling backwards, and they keep meeting each other at different points in time.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Then there was another one with Anthony Mackie, where he could take drugs that let him time
Yeah,
travel.
yeah, I saw that one. That was
Like synchronicity,
yeah, synchronic. I think it might have been called.
chronic, something like
Yeah,
that.
that was by the two dudes who supposedly might be getting the keys to the Marvel. Like those two guys might end up directing Secret Wars stuff because they did a lot of work on Loki season 2, which everyone loved.
Oh, yes. I think it's just called Bodies. Well, there you go. Nice, short, and sweet. All right. Whose ass we beating now? Who are these people?
We're beating. It seems like there's this major city that. How the fuck am I supposed to like, get around to these dudes? Do I have to like hit them from 3 different sides? Yeah. So this major city seems to be captured. This was like my main goal when I got to the new country after the prologue. My main goal was to take control of this city, and I've mostly been doing small things to like gather up my army and get stronger. And now I'm finally strong enough to fuck up the city.
Oh, that's strong. What happens? What do you think would happen if you get to the end? You're gonna recapture the city, but no one likes you. Like, you're gonna give up on your reverse coup
They're
d'etat?
like, who's this asshole? You're like, well, shit.
Yeah, I'm here to set you all free after you were set free.
Yeah.
We like it here.
We like it here.
You face me.
No one wants me. Oh god, that's right. Austin Powers had a little time travel
Oh,
action.
love.
in there.
Don't get me started on Austin Powers. What a film.
Oh my god. Back to the Future? How do we not?
That did have
even
time
mention
travel.
that?
That was
Yo.
a whole time travel movie.
What's the whole thing? Does Groundhog Day count?
I like a time loop movie. Yeah, I'll fuck with a time loop
Yeah,
movie.
I like
Absolutely.
Perilous battle.
Yeah, there's a great anime movie from the 80s called Beautiful Dreamer that has a wonderful little time travel story or kind of time loop. These kids are stuck in like a recurring day at their high school, and they start realizing that like the universe surrounding the high school is all gone, and that they keep reliving the same day over and over, and they have to figure out why.
Dear God. Now we're getting into anime. Because one of my favorites is still Ray Zero. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, that's a nice little looper right there.
I don't even know what's going on in that one. Oh, just the whole genre. Let's see. Oh, you got somebody. I remember Beautiful Dreamer, Heart.
Yeah,
Time Cop, but of course.
love a time cop.
There we go. Has a JRPG ever been adapted? Sans Final Fantasy?
Like into an anime?
Into an anime, a movie? I don't know if it lends itself for
Persona has a lot of animated movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a Dragon Quest movie. I believe there were some Ni no Kuni animated movies. I don't know if any of them have ever been like adapted. Like the Persona animations are actually pretty good, but I don't know if there's any adaptations that have been like wildly loved.
There was a Yakuza movie. Does that count?
Was there?
Was there?
I'd fuck with that.
You're thinking of Rush Hour 2?
Yeah.
Oh, big beefsters against your big beefsters?
Yeah, I've got to figure out how to get through this beefster. Like this beefster. I'm realizing like as much as I love my beefster, this beefster is like my beefster and is very hard to get through.
But you got like infinite heals from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I'm
As
not
long as
too.
it- as long as it don't get her.
I'm not too. But they seem to also have infinite heals. Stop saying I lose. Oh, did I?
You
I feel like it might have fucked up there. Okay, we got through it.
Gonna
some
need a
rea-
backstabber or something.
Yeah, I think like eventually, I like wore down their defenses. So now I think I'll be able to deal some nice
There we
hefty
go.
damage. Well, I thought I would.
Well,
Okay,
Oh,
I got
just
him.
had-
Oh, he's getting a little woozy.
he's been poisoned. Or too much
And I
of the
got her in the
drink.
back. Beautiful.
Who
Stinging,
of you has
stinging.
poison?
I think my main guy has a little poison tinted sword.
There you go. Yeah, we did it.
Okay, I'm pushing him back. We're doing it.
What would you ask?
Okay, I think this will be it. I think these guys, I'll be able to fuck them up.
How severe are the losing conditions here? Does it set you back too much? Or,
I haven't lost yet. I'm assuming you would just get to restart the battle. This doesn't seem like this has kind of the Fire Emblem like crazy punishing permadeath that a Fire Emblem or like an Iron Man mode in XCOM might have. So I believe this game is less about like fucking you up and more about just providing a good time. Granted, if you crank it up to hard, who knows what happens.
Have you ever been enticed to have like a wicked run on any of these games?
There was the summer Fire Emblem Three Houses came out. I got really into it, and I was like, let me try like a permadeath mode. And within like 4 battles, I lost half my characters. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do this actually. This is just a bad move on my part.
I know like there is the Marty mode that you like it nice and easy.
Yeah.
Where do you like the challenge?
When I'm streaming, I like it nice and easy. When I'm playing a game normally offline, I have it just like at a cool medium.
All right.
Just like a hefty
it's
medium.
mild.
I've turned Persona games and SMT games up to hard, if only because I'm so familiar with those battle systems now, to where I can handle, like I can sort of handle the threat. And the battle systems are so similar between Persona and SMT games that the harder difficulty like all carries over for me, as opposed to needing to learn something and then jumping to another game and all that jazz.
There you go. Yeah. God, I can't imagine. Like, if I ever do a game on the hardest difficulty, it's because it's short.
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
I'm familiar with it, and it's short. I don't know what it would be, what it would take to get through like Persona or something on the hardest difficulty. There you go. Big chunkster. He's got something to say.
Yeah, he's getting healed too by his homies.
Feel
Homie heal.
inspiration.
What shall I do?
Provoking arrow rain. What's your favorite unit so far?
I like the combo of having a thief up front with a healer behind him, because the thief is super agile and gets a couple attacks per turn, and even if I do get hit with the low hit points, the healer is healing them. So it's sort of like a death by 1,000 cuts kind of thing, which I'm a fan of.
Have you seen anything yet that actually makes you fear for your company, like a one shot or something?
Less the one shot and more of like, I'm a little bit worried about how beefy these big guys are, because while each battle I'm making a little bit of progress, my action points are getting lower and lower, and so my worry is that my characters are going to kind of just like lose battle stamina. Well, first off, that guy just fucked me up like royally. That I'm going to lose stamina, and then I won't be able to act in battle, and then they'll just come in and be able to have like a free round of attacks against me, and that could fuck me up. So like this group.
Was that guy just hiding in the bushes?
Yeah, he's just being a little pervert, as someone's want to do.
How do you recover stamina? Someone asking.
You need to. There's items, or you need to literally rest. And resting means you're not doing anything else, and you're also very vulnerable to attacks if someone will get to you. Sometimes you can like double the speed that you recover stamina by resting at like a fortification. So if in the middle of the battle you take over, you sort of like garrison a bridge. If you rest at the bridge, you regain stamina in double time. Just like real life.
What would you ask?
What's that time limit at the top? Hits 0, you just lose.
You die in the end. If you die in the game, you die in real life.
Oh my god.
I haven't lost a battle yet. Knock on every piece of it.
Oh, well, it's first time for everything.
Exactly.
On live television.
Oh no. I forgot we can do my speed ups. I think I'll be pretty good here. I'm making progress.
Dear God.
It's a bit of a cluster.
I'm seeing that happening more often. A lot of games having the speed up.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe
like,
everyone's attention span is going down, or people realize like.
Or is it increasing?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
It's not brain rot. It's turbo brain.
Yeah, turbo
Process
brain.
faster than everybody else.
Fucking turbo brain.
Like what you call it? Balatro again. At the start, you can go on normal speed, but all the effects start to start to
Yeah,
take too
yeah.
long to play through. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna put this on 4 times, otherwise I'm gonna be here for an hour.
I shall be your shield.
Cyberpunk had a great speed up mechanic. What are you speeding up in Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
Dialogue? What? The car? You're just accelerating, bud. Oh, here we go.
This guy's
This
guy's OP.
perfect.
I almost don't like using this guy on the horse because you start the game off and he's at level 20. He's like he's kind of like he was like your mom's faithful servant who comes and helps like really ignite the spark of revolution in you. And he's like level 20 and the rest of my characters are like low level. And the reason I don't want to use him is because I'm like, I feel like you're gonna die. Like story-wise, I feel like they're gonna kill you off, so I might as well not use you as a crutch because I'm gonna lose you. I mean, I could be wrong. I have no idea if I'm right. But
That makes it more emotional.
a lot of times, if you start with a beefster character, you're like, you're not staying. You're either gonna leave, you're gonna turn on me, or you're gonna die.
Always those options. So you're not expecting him to just live through.
I don't think
see
I'm just
you
gonna have a
through the end
character
and
who's
walk
like
away.
10 times as powerful as the rest of my characters throughout the game, right?
Why
It feels like a
not?
chapter 1 crutch.
Sure. I don't know. I was I brought up the conversation a while ago of balance in PvE, and there's always been this idea to me that I find kind of appealing of having the crutch character, because some people they only got enough gamer in them for the one run through.
Sure.
And why make them suffer? Instead of having an easy mode, here, use the easy mode character.
Yeah, here is your easy mode. Yeah.
Here is the easy mode, and you still feel like you get to play the game.
Yeah, there should be, instead of an easy mode, in like a Souls game, one of the classes should just be like demigod. You just like roll a character that just has fat bars for everything.
Yeah, this sword is OP. Yeah, sure. Don't nerf it, don't buff it. Just let him have it. Lampy with the 100 biddies, sure. Your mom's faithful servant. Your
You think
mom's
he's my
milkman.
papa? You think he's secretly papa?
You kind of look like him. I don't know.
Me and
Might be
Joseph?
your dad.
Yeah. He's got a nice little stash.
Yeah. Frost, did you watch the new Fallout trailer? No, I try to go in blind. Even though I
Dropping
do
it
like
all at
trailers.
once, they said. Entire season dropping at once.
Is that bad?
A little worrisome, I'm going to be honest.
Is it? I like the bear dropped all at once.
That's true, and I think that was a bad move.
Fair.
We're sparing him. We're sparing him. Don't worry. We're sparing everyone. Because this guy's a little chubby. He's got a big hammer, and he's been nice.
Sure.
The bear, I think, releasing all at once was a bad move because... I mean, not a bad move for me because I got to watch it all, which was great. A bad move for the show because it felt like the conversation ran through it super quick as opposed to having 10 weeks of conversation. That's one of the things I think The Last of Us was great at, is like people were talking about it week after week. Same thing with Thrones, same thing with House of the Dragon, stuff like that. It feels like Netflix series that release all at once, like a Stranger Things or a Witcher, have such a like small cultural moment because everyone binges them and then moves on.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think if it's a summer release, which it was, yeah, dump it all at once. If everyone's in school, if everyone's working, I think your demographic is just like the school kids.
Sure.
It's all right to go week by week.
Yeah. Okay, I get that.
Because keep that beach ball bouncing over and over again. But if it's a summer, I just drop it all at once.
I do
Everybody have a
like
good old binge.
Amazon sometimes does, and I think even most recently Shogun did it, but I think The Boys does it as well, where they'll drop 3 at once and then go weekly. So it's a nice, like, here's the first third of the season. Like, you could get a nice long arc, and then you can go week by week.
I like this. I enjoyed the old Sherlock BBC of like nothing for 5 years and then 3 episodes.
Here it is. Yeah. When we
like,
can get all these people in the same room together.
Yeah, talk about it for 5 years while we work on the next one.
Look at that. I let him live. He's going to repair bridges. I needed to repair a bridge earlier. Morden. I'm glad I didn't kill him. What would this game be like if you murdered everyone? I couldn't even believe.
Maybe, I don't know. Like, again, evil warlord?
Yeah, I hope you get devil
Evil
horns.
unicorn?
I like a game where you get devil horns for doing mean
2
stuff.
unicorn horns.
Oh my god. Is that the only thing separating? Is a bicorn just the devil?
A bicorn is like a baby devil. Single. Yeah, imagine Hellboy with just 1 horn. It's the Hell Lad. And
call
Braden
him- I call
Gulso,
him Heck Boy.
$1.99. Watch the new Bad Batch yet?
I've not what I did. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't finish last season of Bad Batch. I kind of fell off it a little bit when it wasn't my duty to watch it for the hit streaming series Escape the Galaxy. That was our old Star Wars show. That might have even been before your time. I don't know.
That was, yeah. I was like,
that was back when fucking Omar was cooking. How come we don't get Omar on the shows? I want Omar on all the shows, and Omar won't be on any of the shows.
He's responsible for too much.
That was back when I didn't have a piece like a gaming PC, and I was trying to run these streams off a laptop. And man, let me tell you, it was a disaster. Off a MacBook, whew, not great.
Ooh, nice, hot and spicy. Now you can run it on a Steam Deck. Probably.
See, exactly.
Let me tell you, no one told me how smelly the thing gets. I'm out here like getting high on gamer fumes.
Oh yeah, sometimes I'm playing it, and I'll just like put if my nose is a little cold. I don't have the heat on. I'll just put it near my nose, and I get a little heat vent up there, and I'm like, ooh, that's nice.
Little Steam Deck exhaust. It's like, oh baby.
I like when I start a game up and you can start hearing it. You're like, ooh yeah. It's tough to do that, right?
I'm like, the card game. What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm trying to emulate a Sega Genesis game. Why are you dying?
Well, they're emulating the whole console. Yeah. We got Eric with the 50 hours week by week. I tolerate all at one. I love week by week. Then pause for months. Then week by week again. I hate. Looks at Invincible.
Yeah, that one. I'm not a fan of. I'm still a week by week man.
I mean, I still don't like the what is it? Week by week, sure, but then it's like part one of the final season.
Sure, yeah.
Don't do this. Don't do this to me. All at once greater than weekly. Depends on what it is.
I think it's a generational thing, honestly. I bet. I think a lot of the people who are saying all at once are better younger. Not like I'm not besmirching you for being younger. I'm just saying I would bet the all at once folks are in a younger demographic than the older. And I am prepared to just for everyone to be like, you're wrong. I'm 100 years old.
Damien saying, Marty, I'm a year older than you.
See, like I said, a true youngster, real young, just a real summer child.
Yes, yeah. Like
me and you, Damien, just a couple of babies.
Like your hair is still wet from the womb, Damien. Still molting. This guy. Yeah.
Dad, I'm gonna be honest. My theory did not last very long.
No. I see. Here's another thing. If it's like 20, 25-minute bangers, throw them all out at once.
Sure.
If you're in the 1 hour mark, I'll take it weekly.
Okay.
Helps me. Helps me keep a pace on there. I don't think I'd have made it through The Last of Us if it was all at once. Interesting.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But then that also gets eaten up by Sherlock, which would drop like 3-hour episodes.
Yeah.
3 of them. So no, there is no formula. Just eyeball it, you know.
Yeah. Just squint and be like, yeah, it looks pretty good.
Give me the last episode of the season.
Yeah.
And get 2-week gap and then throw it all out. What is it there? SVS with a 5-euro. Things that drop all at once just won't have any cultural permanence, especially in an oversaturated media environment like today.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you ain't gotta hit the zeitgeist, though. That's why I guess you can get away with it.
Yeah.
In this vote with your wallet, vote with your eyes kind of culture, we have so many people that you don't need to get all the votes.
My thing is I just like I like reading like specific episode breakdowns, and I feel like and I like having time to like gestate on things and really like think about it and be like, man, that moment, like you're theory crafting in your head, you're reading like detailed analysis of every episode. But then if you, I don't know, if everything just drops at once, it's kind of like you just really truncate the conversation around it. Like I said before, and I don't want that. I'm gonna get this truncation out of here.
Right, like I want the fandoms to start fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I think the peak conversation around the show was again back when if you leave off at a cliffhanger and people are just like, well, what's gonna happen? No, you're dumb. No, you're
yeah.
Like, oh my god.
Especially if a show has a risk of being canceled. I love that, because then you're like, oh, is this just, are we never gonna get this resolved?
Yeah, you'll never know now.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Yeah, maybe it's just because I'm not in school anymore, but that conversation's just not there.
Yeah.
I've heard almost no lore about, like, say, after Stranger Things drops, nobody's like, "Ooh, what could be happening in the next one? What could be this and that?" No, not at all. I think you mean gestate is a bit different.
Oh, probably. Turns out, speaking off the cuff and playing a video game for hours on end, several days a week, there's some minor foibles.
You make new words.
Yeah.
Good. Lampy with 100 biddies to interject. If you're going to drop it all at once, don't drop during the week. People have jobs, and there'll be that one person at the office who watches the whole thing and spoils it, or the internet.
I'll
you can
agree
fire
with
that guy, though.
I'll agree with you. Yeah, you can legally just punch him. You can punch him right in the gonad.
Yeah, like at will states spoiled it.
I thought you were going to say Will C. Blogs, and I was like, what?
Oh no, not Will C. Blogs. If it's an at will state, you can just fire without any reason. Spoiling a show, absolutely. That is no reason. Yeah.
There you go.
Be safe.
Yeah, my friends did do that to me though during Altered Carbon. I think that dropped during the week.
Binged and then spoiled it?
Not spoiled it, but like there was no being around them that whole week because
sure.
they had the conversation. I wasn't. So what could I do? Oh boy, solid with $5. My Zoomer cousins consume their media by watching 5 to 10 minute recap videos of popular games and movies, TV on illegal TikTok and YouTube channels. Oh,
well, 5-minute recaps, that can't be illegal, right?
Have you not seen those channels?
No, why is it
We're
illegal?
like let's see here.
Does it just like cut something down? It's not like a person scripting it. It's just literally we will cut it down to 2 minutes and see what happens.
It is more like here's the cliff notes. They summarize it. Imagine someone describing it to you in a way like let's say we'll take Star Wars. So it's just a guy is fighting fascist states and he kisses his sister. And that's the video right there.
I love it.
Like, all right.
No, I mean I've watched videos like that, especially when when a new season of something will drop and I haven't if I'm not going to rewatch the older one, like when how fucking Attack on Titan kept being like, oh, it's part 1 of 10 of our finale. Every time a new part would come out, I'd be like, well, I have to watch another recap because I fucking forgot what this show is about. That's probably a me problem. I need to have a doctor tell me what's going on, but
there we go. Yeah, a channel called Movie Caps. 254 IQ genius stuck being a janitor. That's Goodwill Hunting.
Oh, beautiful.
12-minute recap. We went through the whole thing. I guess that's what they're talking about. They do that on TikToks too. Don't they have a recap at the start of the episode, Marty? Sometimes.
Yeah, but they don't have a recap for like the previous 5 seasons.
Yeah, no, they're never that thoughtful. Ooh. I went on holiday with my friends and their 6-year-old last year. The place we were staying only had normal TV, and she couldn't understand why we weren't skipping the ads. Oh, no.
Those summer children.
I like the ads. Stretch your legs, grab a snack.
Yeah, when I was doing my X-Files rewatch, for some reason I was watching it. Remember, I just kept saying that I liked like having live TV to like after work. I'd make dinner and I'd just sit and zone out to X-Files episodes, and it would just be on TV. And so I was watching like commercials for the first time in forever, and I was like, A, these are quaint, and B, commercials are fucking terrible. Like, deeply terrible. Yeah.
They're not very good anymore.
No.
They put more effort into them back in the day. Like, yeah, I started watching. Apparently, I have Nickelodeon, so I've just been binging SpongeBob for my live TV. And then the ads are, I don't know if they're trying to target me. I don't know what it is, but it's a lot of insurance, a lot of boner pills. What are you trying to say?
Yeah. I don't know exactly what they're trying to say to me, but it's something.
Lampy with the 100. Wait, Marty, are summer sausages and summer children related?
They are. George R. Martin created both of them. One for Wisconsin and one for Game of Thrones.
There you go. Commercials are better than YouTube ads. Oh, Hulu's got funny ads? Because I'll watch like Bob's Burgers, and then the ads are voiced by the main character.
And you're like, these are actually pretty good.
Yeah, and I'm like, what is going on there? Insure that dong? No, I don't want to. Health insurance and boner pills.
The big two.
Yeah. That's all you need in life. The battle for Paratus.
These guys, I kept fighting, and I was realizing after every battle they were completely recharging their health, and so I wasn't actually doing anything. I wasn't actually making any progress. And I was like, how have I not fucking killed these guys yet? I'm like, oh, they're recharging their health, and so unless I can kill them in one single round, there's no battle. The battle's not going to end.
Oh,
We learned
it's just
something.
like attrition the whole time.
It is.
What's this?
A battle of Atricia.
For Portia.
Yeah.
YouTube ads are just FanDuel, DraftKings. There is a crisis at the border. I get this. Yeah,
The big three. Yeah.
yeah. But it also goes based on your search history. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
This fucking plunderer.
Steal gold from the enemy unit.
To be honest, I'm not gonna condone gambling. It's ruined a lot of families. However, to be honest, I'm putting some money on the Oscars, and I think I'm gonna win big.
Wait,
I think I'm
there's
gonna
gambling
win
for the
big.
Oscars.
There's
Hold
gambling
on.
for everything.
I was just-
There's
I was
probably
just wondering,
gambling to see. There's probably gambling to see how far I'm gonna make it in this game by the end of the stream.
Oh dear God, that's what caused the house collapse. I saw it in The Big Short.
That was
Just
gambling
on
Oscars?
top of gambling. Yeah. All right, what'd you put money on?
I got money on Oppenheimer Best Picture. We got Cillian Murphy Best Actor. We got Robert Downey Jr. Best Supporting Actor. I have what is it? Adapted screenplay is going to be Oppenheimer. Original screenplay is going to be Anatomy of the Fall. Lily Gladstone for Best Actress. I'm feeling good. I'm doing a lot of
Alright,
prop
so
bets.
Are
Doing a
there
lot of
any
prop
weird
bets.
ones? Like Will Smith's gonna slap?
No, I'm not doing too
Aaron
weird. I have
Dalton,
opening. I have
uh,
first award. For first award,
Okay,
I think it's going to
alright.
be supporting actor. I have several prop bets on. I have Boy and the Heron winning animated movie.
There you go. All right. Do they not have weird categories? Like I remember in football, it would just be like opening kicker or first injury or something.
Yeah,
like that.
football has more fun ones. I feel like the Oscar betting, at least in official capacity, is relatively new. Oh, I think we have a Ko-Fi dono. I just heard Jack.
I heard nothing.
Oh, I heard Jack.
That's all you. Yeah. Just the ghost of Jack.
The One Corrupted, thank you so much for a donation over on Ko-Fi. Since you guys went fully independent, I've been very happy with the work being done. I once knew The Escapist for zero punctuation, but since you splintered off, I've discovered so much more. Cold Take is excellent, Design Delve is interesting, and put Ramblematic on top of it. Thank you so much to The One Corrupted. We really appreciate it. It's very kind of you to say.
Thank you. Huh? And yes, Old Hunter, this is the unicorn game you've heard about.
The titular
the unicorns you're looking
Overlord.
for.
Your orders, my liege. Forward.
Oppenheimer sweeps everything you bet. Best animated, best.
Yeah.
All of it.
Best anime.
Best use of a bomb.
No, I
Just
think
me.
I think Zone of Interest is going to win some of the sound design. Some of the sound
What is
design
that?
categories. Zone of Interest is the concentration camp movie. It's a movie about a husband and wife and a family who are like the main guards at Auschwitz, and sort of like the movie is just about their home life, living literally directly like adjacent to Auschwitz, and so they never show like the camp proper. But you always just, and so like the husband and wife are just having like normal squabbles and normal family things, and you can hear the din of the concentration camp in the background, and it's like,
Dear God.
like savagely powerful, like genuinely powerful.
Ooh.
To me.
If you are in the $5 tier or above, Darren wrote an excellent piece on the Zone of Interest a few months ago. Highly recommended.
There you go. The
I
new
recommend
boy in
everything
his
Darren
striped
does.
pajamas.
Darren, so to show Darren is a man of multitudes, he wrote about Zone of Interest a few months ago, and then today his column was about Anyone But You, the Sydney Sweeney, Glenn Powell rom-com, and how they shouldn't make a sequel to it. They should just run it back with those two actors in a completely different movie like they used to do in the 90s.
See, Chloe?
You see, she said she was a big fan of Simpsons Hit and Run. Or Simpsons Road Rage.
Yeah. I think they had like an IGN interview. They're like, what games?
I was like, I don't know what you've done, but I'll watch the next thing you put out. That's not Marvel.
That's not Madam Web?
Is that her? Yeah.
That was, well,
I like the cut of your jib. I'll support this. But Marty, all the Oscars are just a massive marketing and PR stunt for Hollywood self-gratification and not on the merits of the film itself.
agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
but they serve little cocktail weenies.
yeah, I don't know. It's the same as the Game Awards. Like I completely agree, but I like watching them.
I think it's because it is so, you know, up everyone's nose that you can kind of take that. The Game Awards are too like trying to be one or the other.
Sure, sure.
This is populist and this is also prestigious. Like, no, pick one.
Yeah.
Either be like, oh no, the peasants are at the fence again.
Yeah.
Throw some of that cocktail
Yeah.
shrimps out their way quick. Or like, everybody get in here.
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Beast again? All right, Mr. Beast. So just pick one. Karuta Cowboy, member for 3 months, ad-free podcast for you. Marty, did you play the Princess Peach game demo? If so, what are your thoughts on it?
I have not played it yet. I have it downloaded. Yeah, they dropped it. Nintendo just randomly dropped it at like 6 p.m. a few nights ago. I have it downloaded. I haven't played it yet because they've said the progress doesn't carry over, and I'm just going to buy the game next week. So,
There you go.
or 2 weeks, whenever it comes out. So I might just wait. I've gotten. I feel like I've gotten. Oh shit! This fucking thief. I've gotten spoiled with demos where the progress carries over.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
I love it. Darren stream when? You guys have been promising it for months. Why don't you let them know, Marty?
Oh my gosh, yeah. So, assuming we got our daylight savings time correct, Tuesday at noon. So this time, well, legally this time on Tuesday, Frost, Darren, and I will be jamming through. We'll sort of be playing a background game for 2 hours, but then just chatting about movies, chatting about shit we've been watching, chatting about the Oscars, chatting about that spice. Both Dune spice as well as just our favorite spices in general.
Driest movie of the year.
Yeah, driest movie of the year. I'm gonna be honest, that is Dune. Dune is a very dry film.
So much sand. It's beautiful. What a great desert.
Yeah, fucking Arrakis. Shouts to Arrakis. Yeah, we have a couple. Aside from obviously Monday, we'll have Windbreaker and Hidden Gems, but this weekend, obviously, our big stream tomorrow night. If you've seen the landing page, is going to be 6:30 Central tomorrow evening. The entire DC crew is going to be streaming live from the studio. It'll be the fanciest looking stream we've ever done. Honestly, either at Escapist or here. And they're going to be streaming, first off, just spoofing and goofing and hanging out with everybody, but they're also going to be showing off the prototype of the Adventure is Nigh card game. Whoo, doggy! A card game that we have in building in collaboration with the folks at Slugfest. If you've ever played their Red Dragon Inn game, it's going to be a card game where you could play as Mortimer or Dabarella or Sigmar or Grinderbin and hang out at the Adventurous Nightclub, drinking the night away, trying to be the last one up. So that's going to be a very exciting stream. Tune in for that.
Gonna be crazy. Gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be wild.
You got our own stuff now? Oh, baby, here we go. Isn't doing just Lawrence of Arabia with space cocaine?
Sure.
Sure. To illegal one-sentence summaries? Yeah. Love it. Thoughts on the BAFTAs? Now, those feel like Game Awards, but we're trying to be classy. The BAFTAs.
I usually don't pay attention to the BAFTAs. I feel like they're people say like the BAFTAs give sort of like an air of like fanciness, but I feel like their actual awards are like completely ridiculous, like the things they nominate and don't nominate. So I usually don't even pay attention to BAFTAs if I'm being honest.
Problem, it's hard to watch. I feel underdressed.
There you go.
Even with a 3-piece suit, I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
This top hat's not doing it.
Yeah, there's no like as much. I love watching award shows be put on, but like I don't know. I genuinely just care like what wins, doesn't win, gets nominated does not matter to me because like all I care about is my own opinion. Like, which is like a weird thing to say, but like at the end of the day, like I love seeing games and creators and developers that get a time to shine. But like in terms of like, I don't know, like and the merit of art, I don't know. I don't care what anyone else thinks. I just care what I think, right?
I want the Razzies for games. Give
It's
them some more
mean
of
because
that.
all those studios get shut down. There's just no like.
Make better games. No, yeah.
I always thought the
Should just
Razzies were
be a-
mean.
Yeah, they are. Halle Berry took it in stride, though. That was
Yeah,
nice.
she did.
She did very well. She was proud of that award of hers.
Yeah.
Catwoman? Yeah, that's the one.
Gaze upon defeat will soon be
What can? Yeah, no mean awards. I don't know. I'm making up awards in my head. I was thinking sort of like games that changed the landscape. I was definitely thinking on what was it? I forgot what game very recently had come out, and I'm like, you could change it for the worse. Games that have actively made the scene worse. Do award shows have any actual value? Not really, in the sense of it's all for pomp and show, but it's kind of like watching your kid graduate. You know, no one likes high school graduations, but you're there.
But like, what do you mean? Like, what is actual value? Like, as in,
Oh,
are they
no.
entertaining? Some people. Award shows entertaining to me. Do they have value to the winners? I'm sure. I'm sure it means a lot to studios to get those awards, to be able to have a moment to thank people. You probably get a sales bump, I'm assuming, if you win IGN's Game of the Year, if you win the Game Awards Game of the Year, right? I would have to imagine, like, yeah, I don't know. It just depends what is your definition of value.
I feel like if you win Game of the Year, you were the game that was gonna get bought anyways.
It's true. Yeah.
Like if Spider-Man wins the year, are you really gonna bump their sales much? It's
Yeah,
like,
I'd be curious, Game Awards wise, like if It Takes Two, like that would be the one of the past 10 years or whatever that feels like that was the lowest profile game that won that year. The
Sure.
lowest profile game to win Game of the Year. Like Baldur's Gate 3, it feels like everyone knew about. Zelda, everyone knew about, that kind of thing. Last of Us, anything like that. But like if a game like that saw a big bump.
There you go. They should give them actual money. Can't pay the rent with this award.
Yeah, if you win an award, you get a minute in one of those like wind tubes with dollar bills.
You grab as much money as you can. So that's why we have a studio of 50. But only two of us are the only.
That's why we're setting up old Big Bear Brian, who's got his big paws, who can grab the most money.
Boys, yeah. A little skinny Steve, but he wears big shirts. So you can like stuff him in there. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, not just for the Game of the Year, Sea of Stars saw a huge bump, so did Alan Wake 2 and Lies of P. Was the Game of the Year near the end of the year, though? I feel like those were just natural Christmas sales that you're coming across.
That is true. That is a weird, like, the timing of that. I don't know if it's hard to... I don't know, maybe like...
It's like with us.
developers have spoken
You know, like us saying a game sucks or a game is great doesn't really impact sales that much.
No. Send in Stephanie's
Send
sticky
in
fingers.
We got her. That's why we hired her. Yeah. That increases how much an actor can ask for, I suppose.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, I think a lot of
prestige
the...
there.
But granted, like, how you deal with, like, the run-up to it is also a big, like... I didn't... maybe this is ignorance on my part. I didn't know most of the Baldur's Gate 3 cast by name before Baldur's... And I still haven't played Baldur's Gate 3, but, like, I now know a lot of those actors by name because of, like, how much they've been making the rounds and, like, the sort of the publicity tour and everything like that. So, like, I heard Neil Newborn in games beforehand, but I didn't know who he was, and now I do. So that's always cool.
Yeah, it's weird that it just kind of comes back to you're getting paid in exposure, and it is a kind of currency.
Yeah.
Just hard to buy groceries on it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, card declined. Trying to buy this hot dog. Don't you know who I am?
Yeah.
Oh damn, Troy Baker. Take the wiener and enjoy.
Take the wiener, Troy. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'd feel very validated if you said the game I like is good. Frost, all the games you guys like are good. If you like it, it's good. There you go.
You can't. It's like you genuinely gotta get out of the mindset of like needing any of us to validate your opinion. Anyone on the internet to validate your opinions. Like when anyone is like, Yahtzee, you were the chosen one and you didn't like my game, it's like we all have terrible taste. Every human being born has terrible taste. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's more of like a personality test.
Yeah.
You know, if you can match up with any one of us, I'm all over the place. But I I get lost in them.
Yeah.
Eric with the 50 Rs. Game Awards are good to celebrate and promote the industry, but the Game Awards kind of makes it an expensive Nintendo Direct with ads. I mean, ads are fun. You see what games come through. You know,
I get
I like the
excited to see it.
vibes. I like the energy.
Yeah.
Again, it's just got a mixed identity. You got suits and people wearing suits and Air Jordans.
Yeah.
Or Converses. Like, what's going on here?
For a second, I thought you said soups. They should
Soup
have more
and
soup.
Converses.
You should go up there and be greeted with a large bowl of soup, like a trophy full of soup.
Oh man, yeah. What's the point of a chalice if it's empty?
Exactly.
Like not having it there. If I ever go to the Game Awards, I'm gonna have the loudest outfit. Like absolutely. Sparkles and glitter, and I pull a string and something pops out. I'll probably get stopped at the airport though. And I'll have to show them, and then it'll be a pain to put all the glitter back.
And they'll be like, "Oh no, what have you done?"
What have you done? It's worse than a bomb. Glitter everywhere.
Back.
Yeah, 100 biddies from Lampy. The Game Awards was like a giant advert. Every so often, an award show breaks out. There you go. Yeah, like a little orchestra plays. That's fun. And Rob Mace, member for 3 months. Green Gang, Marty. Never played Final Fantasy. Where to start? Number one.
Jeepers creepers. I don't know. There's no easy answer. Because like my monkey brain is like start at 1, but no, you're probably not going to enjoy that if that's your first one. 6, in terms of like an example of the 2D ones, I would say 6. If you want to understand the cultural zeitgeist, I would say 7. If you want to be part of the modern conversation, I would say 7 remake. If you want just a big pretty action game, 16. I don't know. I would just say Final Fantasy 7 regular.
Regular. All right.
I don't know if that's the right answer, but that would.
Is it worthwhile? Like, imagine you show them the turn-based ones, and they love it, and then they're like, where can I get more of this and this? Oh, we don't make those anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but
why would you show me this?
But if you like that, there's so many other like.
Okay.
If you like your first turn-based game, and even if you're like, we don't make a lot of these anymore. However, let me open up Square's library from the 90s and aughts. And then you got infinite goodies.
It's like when I was given like what was it? Hollow Knight for the longest time. Anything that wasn't hitting that, I don't show them the banger. I show them the gateway drug, not the.
Yeah,
not
you
a
can't have them
straight
start
for
at the top.
Yeah.
Good to see you're just as proud and noble as I remember you.
Can't play this game because I've barely started SMRPG. What is that?
Super Mario RPG.
Oh, okay.
This is Adel, Your Highness. A trusted friend and knight of the same order as I.
One of these guys got a kiss.
Truly.
3 dudes in a field at night.
Forgive me.
Got to be some kissing.
And a horse watching.
The way I did.
Horse.
I've known it was you.
Good heavens.
Still, you.
I think one of the problems with me confusing all the characters is they're all wearing this specific shade of blue.
Glad
Because we're all on the same team, and I'm like, we need to wear different clothing. Like, we need to. I need to be able to like see what's going on here.
man by the name of Gaston.
There we go. You got a Dipshit the Clown, $9.99. Hey, gang, long-time listener, first-time caller. Yo, Marty, you got any personal essays or reviews in the kitchen cooking right now? The 46 hours I get with you each week is simply not enough, my dude.
First off, Dipshit the Clown, that is a goddamn lie. This is not your first call. Second off, I didn't realize while I was talking earlier, you gave a donation on Ko-Fi. Thank you so much, which is literally the same donation, or literally the same message. So apologies for missing it before, Dipshit. I wasn't trying to like extort extra money out of you. Third off, yes, I hinted at it earlier. I got a new series cooking, and it's probably it's going to be like we don't have a specific series looking at old games, retros. And it's kind of something I started doing, and I had one episode of it at the Escapist, and then we no longer had jobs. But we're gonna be going back to some retro, some rewind looks, and so I've already started scripting a few of those. So oldies but goodies.
Oldies but goodies, oldies and baddies.
Oldies and baddies. I love an old baddie. I absolutely love an old baddie. Are you kidding me?
Those are scary. It was just like, hey, this game no one liked back then. No one likes it now.
Nope, still bad. Still bad.
Yeah. See, I would say it's a horrible, worst thing imaginable.
Yeah, I wonder what games have had the best glow up over like say like from a decade ago. Which games have like increased the most and which games have decreased the most? Like what game stocks are up and which games stocks are down?
Oh God. Let's see here. It's gotta be like, where does Skyrim fall on that?
Yeah.
We keep buying it over and over.
I wonder if like, because people are doing that thing where a game comes out that people like we talk about Todd Howard, how the like sort of the tables turned on Todd. Like anyone who reaches the pinnacle is eventually going to fall down. And so Todd was at the top of the mountain, and then you got Fallout 76, and then you got Starfield, and now everyone's like, Todd's trash. And I feel like people are going back and retroactively convincing themselves they didn't like Fallout 3 and Skyrim, and I'm like, you can't do this. Like, you can't go back. You can't go back and rewrite history because of something. People are doing this with BioWare. Like, I feel like people were trying to do that with
I
CD
thought
Projekt.
BioWare was always a big poo-poo, but
See,
what
there you
can
go.
you do? I have not changed in that regard at all. It is aged similarly in that regard. I don't think people have given up on Todd. Not until Elder Scrolls 6 is a certified.
That's his true. That's his true calling right there.
This is like your last chance right here. The one thing. You had one job, Todd.
You had one job.
Dear
Rob
God,
Todd.
what have you done? Yeah. Dipshit the clown, yes, but I workshopped the joke. We tried it
They
out.
did.
Todd
It got.
Coward,
No, Dipshit the Clown's message. It got better. Your first time. I did like long time listener, first time caller was better via super chat than the Ko-fi. So I appreciate that.
There you go. I don't know. You could do a series on games that ended up dying because their live service ways were just couldn't keep it up.
Yeah, I mean, there's like
Everyone keeps begging for us to talk about Evolve.
There's alternate universes where fucking Evolve and Anthem are still going strong, right? There's like a sliding doors moment where those games somehow hit. I don't know.
What can you do? Well, let's say Todd just got too comfortable not fixing things. I'd say it's because when you start making things, you're very boots on the ground. And after you get hit and another hit and another hit, it's inevitable that whoever's in charge is like, all right, I need you up here in this ivory tower. And so, like, it is almost counterintuitive to give leadership to your best workers.
Yeah.
And now their boots aren't on the ground anymore. They have to rely on the screaming of the crowd from down below. And as we know, you don't listen to those people.
Every time I find myself having to look at spreadsheets for a job, I'm like, I wasn't built for this. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this?
I love a good spreadsheet.
What monster has done this? You're talking about the fun spreadsheets, though, right?
Yeah.
I don't like these
I'm
spreadsheets.
gonna scribble on these.
These
things.
spreadsheets
No.
aren't fun.
It's like once you start automating those things, now what have you done?
Do another battle. I'll do another
Like
battle.
I did keep me down here. Let me create. That's all I want.
We got
Spreadsheets are calling.
We got 20 minutes left in the stream. Do I play this game for 20 minutes, or do I transition over to that Princess Peach demo and we see how Peach is doing?
Let's give her a go.
Let's give her a go.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, for all we know, Princess Peach is a character in Unicorn Overlord. Maybe the woman we're chasing is Princess Peach. So that was Unicorn Overlord. If anyone comes into the stream in the next 20 minutes, chat, and if they say, this doesn't look like Unicorn Overlord, you have the right to shame them.
Yeah.
Okay, Princess Peach,
No.
:! Demo.
Mm-hmm. Don't. Not too mean, though. Yeah.
Not too mean. No, like a friendly shaming. Like a ribbing. A nice ribbing.
Little bants. I love a good rib.
Yeah, just
a little coleslaw on the side.
McRib?
Oh.
I've never had a McRib, and I think I'll be fine if I don't die. Or if I die before having a
I
McRib.
don't think I'll be fine if I die.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel too good.
No. The McRib took another one. They'll come back. They'll always come back.
McRib died for our sins.
The economy is not in a good spot if the McRib's not around.
Oh, that's like a 1-to-1.
Yeah. The McRib is just a Salisbury steak. No, I've had many a Salisbury steak. That's something else. I don't know what's going on in there. It's got the texture of an old tennis shoe.
Yeah.
100 biddies for Lampy. Marty, you should try changing games as quick as possible and see if Eric can keep up. Just shift.
I think yesterday I got him a little bit when we went to that weird squirrel game for a second.
Yeah.
Went to Suica.
Chico the squirrel there.
I'll see. Maybe for the Darren stream, instead of lining up just one movie-based game to zone out to, I'll line up like 10. I need to have them all on the same console, though. I can't do PC because you got to finagle with stuff when a new thing opens, and then it's like, oh, the
Just
volume's
Alt F4.
different, the resolution. So I want to download them all on the same console. And so I'm going to see how many movie-adjacent games I can get on a single platform, and then I'll put Eric to the test.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, Garg used to make the McRibs. Oh.
Is it true? I heard, this might have been a rumor, I heard that the McRib was originally Grimace's rib, and he had it removed so he could suck his own dick. Is that true?
Damn it.
Is that true? Is that true?
Yeah, I got
True or
Marilyn
false?
Manson slapped. What is it? Corrupted the 100 biddies. If you want a McRib, buy a Hungry Man frozen meal of barbecue ribs or Salisbury steak. Grab a bun, 2 pickles at home McRib. It's not the same.
No, it's not
I
the
need
same.
to have that workers resent
Yeah.
of someone getting not paid enough to serve me it. So good.
I literally don't know what this game's doing. Why does everything say preparations are underway? Where can I go?
Oh, this
Also, so we were, I feel like yesterday we spent quite a bit of time talking about how frame rate and that shit does not bother me. This
Yeah.
game is not running well right now. Like, this is not on stream. You're probably like, ooh, this game isn't running great. For me in real life, this game's not running well. Toad, what do you want?
Marty, you need to talk to everyone. Toad will say he got the tickets, then talk to Toad.
Fucking why? What are you doing? I've talked.
It's a
Who
demo.
haven't I talked to? They're all the same though. They all look the same. They all look like weird, just fucking Pac-Man blowing bubbles.
Yeah.
They all got
Frosty and the
Kirby
Salt
eyes
Flipper.
too. Look at their eyes. Those are Kirby
Yeah, they
eyes.
do. That means it's actually Kirby in disguise.
Yeah.
Whoa. This was made with love. This was made with resentment. See, the best food comes from people who don't care if you live or die.
Yeah.
What happened to our console man, Marty?
I know. I didn't listen. He had a good run. 1986 to 2024. Friendship with consoles over. PC gaming's my new best friend. Maybe that was just that one scene because this cutscene's running just fine. Who's this little magician? I don't like this
Who are
person.
you? The bad guy from Rayman.
Oh no, the Raving Rabbids.
The one.
I got in the mail, adding to my Dreamcast collection, I got Sonic Shuffle, which is Sega's copy of Mario Party, and it takes place in the land of Imaginary World. It's like Imaginary World, but just without an I. It's just Imaginary World. Yeah, you gotta collect the precious stones. I remember this game being a real piece of shit, so I'm excited. I'm excited to play it. I'm excited to play it. I never owned it. I only rented it. Who's this little sad guy?
Oh.
Man, Peach has a very flat head.
Yeah, it's
when
from
she's not wearing a
gaming
tiara or a
headsets.
crown. Yeah.
Yeah. Fungus with the $2. We did it, Marty. Keyboard crew now.
Love it. I'm gonna hook up a keyboard right to my Switch, see what happens. Just only play Mario teaches typing.
Finally. At WPM. She does, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just weird because she's
sad
always
head.
wearing a crown, right? Or like a tiara.
Yeah.
What's the difference between
Never
a crown
had
and a tiara?
crown hair, Marty?
Yeah.
I think one's tinier.
Look, I don't like that this star has like a little emo swoop.
Little bangs coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Haven't you people ever heard of?
Next up, Marty needs to build a keyboard. What am I, an engineer? Get the fuck out of town.
I've never done that. Build a PC before you build a keyboard.
I'm not doing any of that. I'm not building either of those. I'll pay a man
Not
to
building
do
it.
that.
It's like Lego, man. Very, very
That can't
expensive.
be. I don't. But what? Legos are fun.
Yeah, no, this is very stressful. It's like Mission Impossible, where you got to get in that room without setting all the alarms off.
And if you fuck up,
'Cause
the thing just doesn't work.
If you a little static discharge, you just fried something.
Yeah.
It's intense. It's intense. Honestly, it takes like 10, 15 minutes to put a PC together, but you spend about 2 hours checking on Google to make sure. And it's like, I didn't just make a bomb, did I? Like, what is this thing? Keyboards are more like Lego. Yeah, I should clean mine.
Yeah, I should definitely probably clean my keyboard.
Yep. Lampy with the 100 biddies. Marty, pay a man to build a keyboard and PC for you and stream just their hands pretending it's you.
There you go.
There you go.
I need to like trick people by showing some. I don't have like any birthmarks or cuts or anything on my hands.
Yeah.
I need someone with those long hands. I got big hands though, palm of basketball hands.
And it's like tiny baby hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This man died.
Frost, don't forget the cable management. No cable management.
Oh no, I leave cable management up to God.
They go where they lie. Yeah.
Whenever I enter someone's house or apartment and I see if they have well manicured cables, I'm like, you're hiding a body, aren't you?
Yeah, you're a little sicko in here.
Yeah. You got a body and Tupperware in the closet.
You can never sleep comfortable in those houses.
No.
Too much order, no chaos,
Yeah.
like no dog hair, no nothing. What's going on in this place?
See, her head looks
crown
less
is a
weird now.
full circle. Tiara is a half circle.
Yeah, I guess that's true. A tiara has a little gap in the back.
So it's a crown, 2 tiaras.
Yeah, if you just stitch 2 tiaras together, you got a crown. There's really no way to know. So the whole thing about this game is it is like a theater based, and so you enter different like genres of plays, and you get different outfits, and like almost the genres are like different genres of game. There's like a ninja one, and a robot one, and a magician one, and a knight one.
Who are these guys?
These guys are new. I haven't seen them anywhere. Honestly, their eyes are just Kirby eyes, which is very strange.
See, it's the cynic in me just going, cool, new Nintendo merch.
Yeah,
And
they're
Nintendo
ugly
plushies.
though.
Yeah, like I'd buy one of those.
Yeah, I like these evil guys. I like their little. I mean, their masks remind me of Joker's mask.
Oh, look at that.
Persona.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm starting to think this game might be for literal children. Which is fine. Listen, as a card carrying member of Easy Mode.
All games are for kids, Marty.
Oh, this
It's
one
all right.
might be for super kids. This might be for like babies.
Super
This might be for babies.
This is for baby geniuses.
This is for babies. What's going on in the background there? We got like an evil claw vine coming up.
It's the tutorial. You'll be all right. And then remember, all Nintendo games, like the real sick shits in the back end.
Oh my god, like fucking Kirby. The boss of the latest Kirby game is like a fucking Souls boss. It is wild how that game ends.
Yeah, that's when the devs really get to take it out on.
Yeah.
Because all the kids are asleep. All right.
They gotta just wait. Like Miyamoto's already signed off on the game. They're like, all right, let's go fucking nuts.
Yeah, cool. What? Gonna make a child cry. Someone has to review the baby games? Sure.
Oh no, I love the baby games. Babies need games too. What are we talking about? I like baby games, baby films.
Baby food, even.
Oh my god, baby food is great. Get little Gerbers up in you. Mm-hmm. You got a hangover? Just eat a bunch of Gerbers.
Yeah, don't have to chew.
Oh, it's great.
Look at that. Dear God. Eric's got pristine cable management.
Eric.
My God. Not mine. Mine's like
Eric's got like 15 monitors too, I saw.
growing his hair out. Yeah. Are you attacking the civilians?
No, if I attack the civilians, I attacked one civilian. It's like magic, so it's not an attack, and I attacked one of the civilians and he became a knight. So I think my attack gives good people good flowers used to bloom here. Oh, see, I gotta make the trees bloom. My magic is just magic. If you're evil, my magic kills you. If you're good, my magic turns you into a knight. And if you're a tree, my magic makes you give me money. but you're happy. Oh, you gave me... The flowers are superb. I agree. Thank you.
And she gets like different outfits for this, depending on the...
Yeah, like this is just our base.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and they've showcased a bunch of the different outfits you get, and it's you're like a thief, you're a detective, you're a knight, you're a ninja, you're like a fucking Metroid.
Oh.
Gotta get rid of these thorns.
No.
Turn you into knights. Fuck them up. Eric, you're gonna have 4 monitors starting tomorrow? What are you doing?
Dear God, man. Dear God.
Are you trying to like fucking Big Short people? You
Yeah,
got
what are
one
you-
that's
what
just
are
got the NASDAQ running up and down?
All right, his stock's out here. He's a hacker, man.
Yeah.
He's a hacker, man. I got 2. That's enough.
I got 2, and I wish I only had 1.
Just had
Honestly,
the
I
one.
wish I had none. I wish we were doing this just monitorless.
Yep, just PC running
Yeah.
home, and
No cameras, just
that's
assuming
not-
everything
yeah.
looks good.
that's how I stream. So like that makes it even more wondrous. Damn, he's this good. Hasn't even turned it on yet. SVS with the €5. Speaking of baby games, do you feel like Tifa in the remake acts more infantile than in the original? I remember her acting more like an adult. Or maybe you've gotten older.
I wouldn't say infantile. Like Tifa's very innocent, I would say. I don't know if infantile. I mean, I think I kind of know what you're getting at, but I don't think infantile is the word I would use. She's just very wholesome, I guess, which I guess could come across as infantile to some. For it feels. Oh yeah, so look at me. I'm like a little character now.
We're playing on guard.
Yeah. It's also like it feels almost at odds with like her Tifa's whole thing is she just uses bare fists, so she just beats the shit out of things with her fists, which I guess people usually don't associate with like a wholesome character, but I like her.
Yeah.
She's also in Rebirth, without spoiling anything, she's constantly like questioning her memories and everything with Cloud, because she's like, what's going on here? Because Cloud, the story you're telling is not the story I'm remembering, and also I'm having some gaps in memories. Like, what's happening?
There you go. Shame. I like my women just like my coffee, bitter and upsetting my stomach.
There you go.
Little IBS in the morning. little reflux. You don't have your coffee on an empty stomach. Might be too much for you.
Oh, I'm still there. I'm assuming I'm just like giving myself ulcers in the future, but yeah, I'm always black coffee to start with, and I'll figure out what's going on with the rest
Nothing
of my
else?
life afterwards. No, I'll get some toast afterwards or some fruit.
Afterwards.
But yeah, gotta be afterwards.
Like a nice dense breakfast, because like coffee, I don't like it as a drink. I'm a utilitarian with coffee. That's just to get things moving. Even just the smell.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah. Like first thing in the morning, I was like, my girlfriend makes coffee. I was like, I'll have a cup and I'll just set it beside me while I'm writing. That's all I got. So we are. Oh,
I created a little platform.
there you go.
Oh,
Do you still think it's for babies?
yes.
It's just for infants.
No, it's very charming though. I think I'm gonna have a very good time with it. That being said, like I feel like the Luigi's Mansion games are kind of for babies too, and I love it. And I'm using the term for babies obviously in jest. Nintendo makes very wholesome games. I'm curious to see if this game has more mechanical depth to it, but I think as what it is very charming. It reminds me a little bit of Puppeteer. I don't know if anyone played the old PS3 game Puppeteer.
Bam.
Reminds me of that.
Oh, that just reminded me of it. What was that? The digital Devolver game coming out.
The Plucky Squire.
Is that it?
It's the one where you kind of go from like inside of the storybook to outside of it. Yeah,
What's
Plucky
that
Squire,
coming
which looks
through?
wonderful. I think it's slated for a Nebulous 24, but we'll see if it actually comes out this year.
Shoot.
That's directed by a former art director on Pokemon.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's gonna get sued.
not
take that
allowed to
with you.
work after leaving Pokemon Company.
Nope, can't do it. Yeah, I remember Hi-Rez got in some issues there because they contracted an old League of Legends artist, and the artist essentially reused their own art.
Oh,
So yeah, it ended up being in this whole like Hi-Rez and League of Legends were beefing it a bit, and it just turns out you know, the guy you contracted to use his own stuff. How's that even pan out, I guess?
Yeah.
It's not plagiarism. It's just, I've just resold it, really.
Yeah. What am I doing?
I hope donuts, remember, for a month. Ad-free podcast. Wholesome reminder: the future is uncertain, so tell your siblings that they're ugly. I do every day.
That's beautiful, Billy. That's Billy. That's wholesome. Billy Donuts. What is the best donut? Also, Frost. What is the best donut? If you can only have one donut for the rest of your life.
Oh boy. Every now and again, I get a nice cheat weekend, so I go down to the Krispy Kreme, and I gotta have my glazed with the raspberry filling.
Ooh, big fan. Big fan of the raspberry filling. Yeah, I was gonna say probably for American a jelly donut, but like a punchki, a little patchki for a Fat Tuesday.
For a Fat Tuesday?
Yeah.
It'd have to be Fat Fridays. You're the one that said it has to have alliteration.
Oh no, I mean Fat Tuesday, the literal Fat Tuesday, the day, like the holiday Fat Tuesday.
What is that?
Fat Tuesday, beginning of Marty Gras.
What is Fat? Is it like? Oh, okay. Is that like right next to Good Friday?
Fat Tuesday is a real thing. I feel like I'm being gaslit right now. I feel like I'm absolutely being gaslit because I'm starting to think like maybe I just made up Fat Tuesday. And so, man, Marty, you've been like really insensitive.
What, like Ruby Tuesday, maybe?
Yeah.
No, there it is. Mardi Gras is French for Fat
Marty's
Tuesday.
Grass. Marty's Grass.
Okay.
Thank
Leads
Christ,
up to the
Jack.
beginning of Lent. That's funny, honestly. Yeah, we don't. Just ruin yourself and then never eat food again.
Yeah.
Well, Mardi Gras,
Marty's Grass.
Marty's Grass. Clean out the fridge on Fat Tuesday, like for real.
Y'all gotta, if you haven't cleaned out the fridge in a while, do that this weekend. Give it a look. There's some gross shit in there. Clean it out. Pull the stuff out. Give it a little washing. Like, you don't gotta do it often. You don't gotta be doing this every weekend. But if you haven't done it in a while, it's probably time. If you don't remember the last time you cleaned your fridge, clean your fridge.
Yeah.
It's also nice to be like, oh man, like my fridge just isn't fucking full of shit. Like it's kind of empty. It makes like grocery shopping a little exciting.
Yep, more room for beer.
Yeah. It's like rolling a depraved character in a Souls game where you're like, I'm not gonna put my points in anything.
Yeah, clear this out, order a pizza.
Yeah.
That's how it goes, especially like your freezer too. Get in there, scrape the ice off.
Oh my god,
get in there,
absolutely.
smoke them. Lampy with 100 biddies. Wait, you don't just eat everything in your fridge each week? I ate everything except the what is it? The spinach salad mix that I always let rot in the back.
Those leafy greens.
Yeah, it's for the gods. It's for the fridge gods.
Yeah.
Frigidaire.
I didn't come here to be told to do chores. Apologies. Apologies, Van Devil.
Your fridge, your Friday. You do what you want.
Yeah. Listen, it's your Marty. It's your Fat Tuesday. Who are we to judge?
Oh. You can cry if you want to.
Yeah. It's Fat Tuesday, and I'll cry if I want to. That was Princess Peach, Showtime. Looks like we're at the end of our time. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out today, for watching a little Unicorn, watching a little Princess Peach. Frost, let folks know what you got going on.
What I got going on here. As far as Cold Take goes, we got that Skull and Bones reviews. Go watch what an absolute middling game looks like.
Yeah.
To calibrate your own review
an absolute middling
thermometer. Well, that's what you need to calibrate it. It's just like, this is what average looks like, I suppose. And then as far as any other content, I've just Will and I, we just throw stuff on my own channel, so you can go give that a watch. As far as streams are gonna go, none for me and Will on Saturday. We're gonna come back the week after, and we're gonna start off with Light Your Frontier. Ooh, you get to be a little like a little tractor transformer. It's kind of cute.
Be you.
So yeah,
hell yeah.
That's what we got there.
Excellent. As Frost mentioned, the only second win stream this weekend will be tomorrow, the awesome Adventures Night live stream from DC. That should be tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Central. Tune in for that. The entire Adventures Night crew, plus Nick and Omar and Jesse will all be there, Jesse Schwab. So tune in for that. That should be a lot of fun. And then Frost and I will be back for Windbreaker on Monday. I'll be back with Jess for Hidden Gems in the evening. And then, like we mentioned on Tuesday, our stream at this time, the noon stream on Tuesday, should be with Darren where we'll be chatting about the Oscars. We'll be chatting just about movies we've been watching. We'll just be catching up. We'll ask them some Irish facts. If we had some Irish questions in the last like 3 or 4 months that we weren't able to ask them, we'll get those out. And then, my personal Twitch channel. Tonight I will be starting Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, because HBD Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes 20th birthday this weekend. That is the remake of Metal Gear Solid 1 done by Dennis Dyack and the Eternal Darkness crew. So tune in for that. Otherwise, thank you all so much. Thank you everyone who watched in both chats. Thank you to everyone who supports us over on Patreon and all those various outlets. Thank you so much, Eric, as always, for being wonderful in the chats. And as Jacob said, happy International Women's Day to everyone. Tell a woman who's in your life how important they are. So go do that this weekend. And clean out your fridges, those two. And watch a Dragon Ball. So you have 3 things to do this weekend. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful rest of your Fridays, and we'll see you all soon. Bye, everyone. I don't know where my OBS window is. I don't even know how to shut this shit off. There it is. I found it.